This podcast is brought to you by Contessa Digital.
The first time I ever got into a fight, it wasn't even my battle. That's the crazy part. So I had two friends who did not like each other. And you know how it goes with school and playground feuds and everything. These two friends decided that they were going to fight. So everyone gathered around, hoping to be entertained by this great fight. And me, being the idiot that I was at the time, because, young and dumb, I didn't want to see them fight. So I just had to step in between the two of them to make sure that my two friends did not fight each other. And you know what happened? The two of them went to throw punches. One of them saw me in time. The other didn't. And I took a very hard hit for that battle. And as a reward, later on, these two ended up becoming friends and shutting me out. So that is where I learned to mind my own business. Welcome to Confidently Cherished. My name is Keshia Rice. I'm a dating coach and hypnotherapist. I help women learn how to heal from their unhealthy relationship patterns so that they can finally attract cherished love. And today I wanted to talk to you about the importance of you not being Superwoman and you learning how to mind your own business. Now, full disclosure, this episode is going to be very short because at the time of this recording, I don't know what the heck is happening across the country. Everybody and their mama is sick, and that includes me. So I have tried to record this episode like 4 times now, and every time I do, I end up having a coughing fit and can't finish. So we're going to get this out of the way as quickly as possible because this is an important message that you need to hear. But I don't want coughing to once again ruin this episode. So this whole idea of wanting to be there for others and nurture others is very natural. If you're listening to me, you're probably a woman. And this is a part of our feminine energy, And if you're a man, both men and women have masculine and feminine energy. So that energy is within you. And this whole urge to nurture, to help others, to plant seeds in others and invest in others and see the potential in others, it is a beautiful thing. Like, I don't want you to ever completely get rid of that, right? Because we need that to nurture and help build and help love on the next generation, whether you have children yourself or whether you are, an auntie or you volunteer in your community or even just your awesomeness inspires the next generation, whether you interact with them or not. It's important that we have that energy. It's important that we have that loving and nurturing energy so that we can turn it on ourselves, right? So that we can love ourselves the way that we need to be loved, so that we can both appreciate ourselves more, but also when you really understand self-love, when you really and truly love yourself, you don't take BS treatment from others. So loving on yourself is an important key to getting others to love you properly as well. At the same time, I have seen a disturbing trend on social media lately, and that is all of these women who are in terrible relationships posting videos about how terrible their relationship is. And then hordes of women rushing to the comments section to comfort this woman and to give her advice, tell her that she deserves better and she needs to leave. And then getting mad when the woman stays by her man and instead turns on you and makes videos about how obviously all these people don't understand our love. Here's the thing. I have done episodes on this before. A person will only change when they get good and tired, and not a minute before. So you can't change a man. You can't change a friend. You can't change your mama, your sister, whoever. Insert the person in your life that you wish would change. You can't do that. All you can do is, if you choose to do so, be around for when they do make the changes and support them in those changes. And even that is a choice. And even then, you have to remind yourself that you are support. You can't do any of the process for them. You can lend a listening ear. If you know some resources, like if you wanted to point them to my podcast, or if you know a good book or anything like that, then yeah, totally offer that stuff up. But you can't do the work for them. And the thing is, when you see these women posting these videos, they don't want change. They don't want to get better. They don't want to be better. They don't want to go out and get the love that they deserve. Because if they did, they would not be on social media. They would be on a therapist's couch, or they would be meeting with a dating coach, or they would be reading books, listening to podcasts. They would not be telling all their business on social media. These women want validation. These women want attention. These women want to be stuck in their victim stories. They may also want their partner to change, but they're not doing the work to change themselves. So the situation is not going to get better until they change themselves. I know you're not going to like to hear this, but if you are in a string of bad relationships, the common denominator is you. If you have a pattern of putting up with crap, the common denominator is you. And that's not to say that the man isn't trash, right? Not just the man. You could have terrible relationships with friends, with family members. It's not to say the other person isn't trash, because they could totally and completely be trash, but you are putting up with trash. You are taking the trash out, watching it go outside, watch it go in the garbage truck, and then running down the street chasing after it and bringing said trash back into your home. So when you see these women making these posts on social media, for the love of all that is holy, keep scrolling. To quote J. Cole, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. And if this is not social media, if this is your friend in real life, or your sister or your cousin or your mom or whoever, stop entertaining it. Because again, she does not want to be saved. And you are messing with your own sanity, your own anxiety, causing yourself grief and worry and energy and wrinkles for someone who is not ready to change. This person does not need you to be Superwoman. You need to be your own Superwoman. You need to be working on yourself. And this is not from a place of me saying that you're broken, because whatever stage in life you're in, you need to be working on yourself. There's always room for improvement. And the best thing that you can do is by you working on yourself, you becoming that extraordinary, cherished woman. The best thing you can do is inspire other women to follow your lead. And even that, when they're ready. The other side of this is when it comes to, of course, romantic relationships. So many women fall into the trap of thinking that they can fix a partner. They see so much potential in a guy, and they know that because they see it, they spot it, they can bring it out of him. And forgive me, it might just be because I'm sick and because I am hopped up on cold medicine right now. But I have to say this. Your looks, your mouth, your pussy, none of those things are magic. And they will not magically change a man. In fact, the only thing that you are doing is encouraging him to stay in his BS, because he sees that he can be on his BS and still attract a woman and still attract a good woman. He's not going to change if he has no motivation to do so. So do yourself a favor and do the world a favor. I keep seeing all these posts again on social media about men are trash. But what incentive do they have to not be trash if you keep putting up with the bull, right? Stop putting up with it. Demand more, expect more. And when you're not getting more, leave. You are not Superwoman and you will not save him. The only person you can save, girl, is yourself. So, in 2024, let's make that a resolution. And it's an easy one because, all these other resolutions about losing weight and, making $1 million in your business and all that good stuff. If you accomplish those, that's great. That's wonderful. And I will throw you a party and everything. But because I know for a fact that most people do not, in fact, accomplish their New Year's resolutions, let's start with an easy one. Because that'll help you build some momentum. If you accomplish one goal, you can pat yourself on the back and say, hey, I accomplished this. So what else can I accomplish? So this easy resolution is in 2024, let's mind our own business. Let's drink water and mind our own business. Okay? So again, cough. I managed to make it, 13 minutes without having the cough. And I don't want to test anything. So I love you so much. Hit me up on social media. I'm at Keshia Rice, KESHIA RICE, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on YouTube. Hit me up and let me know that you are committed to minding your own business. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hey there. So you made it all the way to the end of the episode, which means I have two things to say. One, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. And two, you like me. You really like me. So I would appreciate it if you would show that like by subscribing to this podcast so that more people can hear about it and enjoy it as much as you do. And if you want to know more about any of the links that I mentioned on this episode or any guests that I've had, be sure to go to KeshiaRice.com/links. That's KESHIARICE.com/links. I can't wait to talk to you again in the next episode. So see you then.